Alright guys, so I got all of the books in the list of books that I want to read this summer. This is my stack of physical books that are on my TBR. I'm gonna go through the books I've read so far in May first. And the first book on my summer TBR is Nora Goes Off Script. So this book basically follows a screenwriter who's also a single mother of 2 children. This is my second Annabel Monaghan book that I've read. The first one I read was It's a Love Story, and I finished that one in February of this year, and I gave It's a Love Story 4.5 stars, and then I gave this one 4 stars. I will say that there is a miscommunication aspect in this story, which did make me hate one of the characters for a good decent portion of the book, and I think it got resolved good enough to where the reason why I rated it 4 stars to begin with. The next book on this TBR that I also did finish is actually a new release for May, and it's The Art of Loving You by Natasha Bishop. This is the second book to the Forever Falling series. I'm pretty sure they're interconnected standalones, so you don't have to read the first book. And you don't really need to read the first book either, necessarily. This one follows Danny and Micah, and basically they are going through a loss of a mentor that they both have. And this mentor makes them go on a scavenger hunt to basically learn more things about her before they do this event in her honor. So that's the main plot point of the story. This is a romance book, so there is a romantic aspect. But yeah, I did really enjoy this book. I gave it a 4.5 star. Only for the Week, which is the first book in this series, I gave a 4 star. So I did like this one more than Only for the Week. And this one's also a lot thicker than Only for the Week. I finished this book, I think, in like 2 weeks. It was released, I think, May 14th or somewhere around that date. And I did really enjoy this book. And I would recommend it to anybody. Now, this next book I am currently in the middle of reading, and it's also a new release for this month. Also was released, I'm pretty sure, May 14th, and that is Big Girl Blitz. This is a interconnected standalone. It's the third in a series. I did not read the first 2 books in this series. I'm just reading this one first. This book follows Jasmine Payne and Lamar Anderson, and basically Jasmine Payne has to go back to her hometown, which has bullied her entire life for being plus sized, and because her aunt's health is declining, and she basically goes to this sports bar and she meets Lamar, and they hit it off basically from there. I do really like this book, so I would recommend this one as well. So those are all the books that I've read / in the middle of, and now we're getting into the books that I have not started yet. So next book on this list was also released in May. It was released May 19th, and that book is Score by Kennedy Ryan. This is the second book in the Harlem Renaissance series. I read Real, which is the first book. I gave that book 5 stars. I love that book. But I am a film major and a Charlotte filmmaker, so this series is very meaningful to me as a creative. So I'm really excited to read the second book. This book follows Verity and Monk, but Verity is a screenwriter and Monk is a musician. And yeah, this is essentially a second chance romance. There's something that happened in the relationship in the past that obviously messed up the relationship. Yeah, I'm really excited to read this one. Moving on. The first book is The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. I read Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I have another book of hers on later on in this list. And I do really like her books, and I really like her writing. I'm currently listening to this book, so I guess I'm also in the middle of this one as well. I'm listening to it on Libby, and I do really like this book. So I'm very interested to see what goes on. The next book is Abby Jimenez's book, Part of Your World. Now, I know earlier I mentioned I read Just for the Summer. Yes, I did not read them in order. This is the first book in the series that Just for the Summer is in. And I did not read the first or the second book. I just skipped to Just for the Summer. But the good thing is, since I like that book, now I want to go back. Specifically to this story. And if you read Just for the Summer, you know why. I did already start this book, but I decided to take a break on it. So, it's another Kennedy Ryan book. It's Before I Let Go. This book is essentially a second chance between Yasmin and her ex-husband, Josiah. And yeah, they own a restaurant together. They're trying to co-parent their 2 children. I could go more in detail, but I kind of don't want to. That's my TBR. I hope you enjoyed. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this inside of a vlog or in a video because I've been recording for 26 minutes now. So if I put this into its own video, I hope you do enjoy the video. And subscribe because I will be posting vlogs, college vlogs, reading vlogs, filmmaking content as well. So if you like any of that stuff, me writing books, me writing TV shows and movies as well. If you're interested in any of those things, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.